Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, as you just saw, that it's the number one question that you have to ask yourself before you move to Lake Chapala. Has everything to do with you moving here. Now, here's what's interesting about this one question. Presidents ask themselves this question. Professional athletes ask this professional question. Olympians ask themselves this question. Successful people ask themselves this question. Pastors ask themselves this question. Very important. But before I get to that, if you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's a great community. I know you want to be a part of this. All you got to do is go to the bottom right-hand corner. There's a little red box. Tap on it. You're subscribed, and you'll know when our next video comes out. Also, go ahead and give us one of those thumbs up to let other people know it's a great video to watch about retiring to Lake Chapala. Okay, the one question that I just shared with you about who asks this question. And here's the reason why. Did you know that an athlete that actually plays professional sports, do you know the number of people that actually make it for, let's say just for example, baseball? Somebody that goes to, well, they play Little League, then they play high school, then they play college ball, then they get to the minor leagues. You've got A-League, you've got Double A, then you've got Triple A. Here's what happens. The majority of people that actually get involved in a professional sport never make it to the top. I'm going to share with you that one reason it makes a difference. Olympians. Did you know that an Olympian, they train and train and train for 4 years to go and be involved in the sport that they've been working so hard at, or gymnastics, or whatever it may be. Train so much that they could go out and do one heat and realize they're out. They didn't qualify, but they don't quit. So what I want to do is I'm going to share this with you. The one question you have to ask yourself is why? Why do you want to move to Mexico? And more importantly, why do you want to move to Lake Chapala? When your why is big enough, all the other facts don't count. Doesn't matter what your family says, doesn't matter what your church says, doesn't matter what your friends say. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. Why? Because it's your life. You're making a decision to be able to live in a place where you can relax and have peace, tranquility. It's absolutely awesome. So where does the why come from? Well, here's where it comes from. It goes from here to here. When you know the reason why that you want to move to Lake Chapala, you might say, well, I like the weather. Great reason. But I don't think that you'll move here just because of the great weather. You might say that your money goes farther. Now, you might say, well, I'm going to go there because our money will go farther. And you get here and you get frustrated because you don't really want to learn Spanish. Or you don't like the traffic. Whatever it may be. You've got to have more than just one. It can't just be because you're saying in your mind that I can live there on less, or I can live there cheaper. That's not going to keep you here, because there'll be something that will become big and you'll say, you know what? I leave. I quit. I'm not going to stay here. And so I've seen it personally here before, that people have actually left because they forgot why they were here and they allowed other circumstances to change their mind and leave. When they, in fact, felt the peace, the tranquility, the opportunity of unplugging, making new friends, enjoying the weather. I call it the Groundhog Day weather. It's the same every day. Wonderful. And you know what? I want that for you too. So you've got to ask yourself, why? Success in anything comes when opportunity and preparedness meet. the opportunity of retiring here and preparedness. You're looking to retire and you'd like to go to Mexico. You'd like to go check out Mexico. That's success. So I want to encourage you, don't let your why go. If you know why you want to come here, a pastor knows why, in fact, they preach Jesus Christ every day and have a lot of people have no interest in what they're talking about. There are professional athletes that I've actually followed, that I've known them when they were in AAA ball. And then they go to AA, then they go to AAA, then they make the majors. Do you know how many people I was pretty involved in watching this? I was a part of a business that I really learned a lot about leadership. I learned a lot about motivation. And so I took both those together, put them together, and I taught people how to have success. So I'm sharing something with you that's stuff that I've known for a long time, and I've actually been sharing with people for, 20 years, 30 years. So it's successful when you land here. I will tell you, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. I've got people that say they're not going to move here for probably a year. Those that come with my relocation service. Well, we're looking at moving here maybe a year. Or we're looking at moving here maybe in 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. And you know what happens a lot of times? We go out and I show them the area, I introduce them to people, I help them make new friends. And they say, you know what? I think we're going to come here in 4 months. So what I have found is that individuals that are wanting to come live here, because their why is so big, all the other stuff doesn't matter. They've still got to go home and sell a house. If they don't have a house to sell, they probably got a lot of stuff they got to sell and get rid of, if that's what they're wanting to do. Or maybe even sell the car because they're just going to buy one down here, or they've got to look for a place to rent. When your why is big enough, my friend, the other stuff doesn't even matter. I tell people when they're here that you're going to have to go through a lot of things. Hoops. Might be some disappointments to get things done that you want to get here. I say disappointments. I'm talking about, got a couple right now that wanted to be here in 2 months, and they think it's actually going to be 4 months. It's just amazing. I have had individuals that I've spoken to, a 78-year-old lady, her and her husband were planning on moving here together. And they made a lot of plans. And he passed away. They lived in the States. And there's times where I do a lot of hand-holding because I realize it's not just easy. There's bumps in the road. And my goal, part of this whole entire channel, is helping people have success so they, in fact, can get to their why. I hope this has been helpful. I want to encourage you to keep the why in front of you all the time, whatever it may be. And I'd encourage you to have about 3 reasons to the why, whether it's your money going farther, you being able to live on less, whether it's making new friends, whether it's the journey itself, whether it's the weather. Did I already say that one? Well, I don't know. I'm getting old. So, the why. When you know what your why is, when your why is big enough, the facts don't count. All the stuff that you're going to have to go through, the stuff you have to sell, all the decisions you're going to have to make to get here. Just like some folks that I've dealt with and helped and come here, and they've lost a spouse, but they've moved here. I can tell in my heart, my conversation with them, I can tell that they're willing to do what they need to do. They just need some help. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to help other people make a successful transition to living here at Lake Chapala. And I love it. I love helping people. And I want to help you too. So friend, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's a great community. I know you want to be a part of it. All you've got to do is go to the bottom right-hand corner. There's a little red box. Tap on it. You're subscribed. You'll know when our next video comes out. On top of that, give us one of those thumbs up. Lets other people know it's a great video to watch about retiring to Lake Chapala. On top of that, go ahead and stop by, say hi, ask a question, let us know of a video idea that you'd like to see. Also, make sure you hit the bell because that way you'll be immediately notified when our next video comes out, and you don't want to miss the next video. So with that, have an awesome day. Thank you for your support of this channel. We'll see you on the next video.